In this video, we will talk about how to get started with trackers on the Symbl.ai platform. You can use trackers to track characteristics and events in a conversation. For example, you can track if a speaker is polite or angry in a conversation. Or you can track instances where a customer provides negative or positive feedback about your product or service. Alright, so to get started with trackers, log into the Symbl.ai platform. Here, I have created a new account and I just logged in. Go to Trackers Management from the left navigation bar and you will land on the Your Trackers page. This page contains all the trackers that you own. What that means is that when you process a conversation using Symbl's async or streaming API, Symbl will look for all these trackers in your conversation. As you can see, you can have two types of trackers, custom trackers and managed trackers. As the name suggests, custom trackers are the trackers that you build yourself from scratch. And managed trackers are the trackers managed by Symbl and provided out of the box. We will focus on managed trackers in this video as that is the best way to get started with trackers. Also, you'll see the trackers are divided into categories. For now, there is only one general category that Symbl has provided trackers for. Beyond these 7 trackers that you see here, you can always find more managed trackers in the managed trackers library, which brings us to the second section under trackers management. Click on managed trackers library from the left navigation bar, and you'll see the managed trackers library. This is a library of 40 trackers that Symbl has curated for you. Similar to how trackers are organized on the Your Trackers page, managed trackers are divided into categories. There is general category that you saw on the Your Trackers page. There are also vertical specific categories such as recruitment, contact center, and sales. It's very easy to add a managed tracker to your trackers. Let's try it out with a general tracker. Click on the card that you want and click on Add to Your Trackers, which brings over that tracker to your trackers. Let's also select one from the vertical specific category. Here I've selected contact center, and let's select Symbl.call purpose, which helps to identify purpose of the call. Let's also add this to your tracker. You can click on View Now and you'll go back to the Your Trackers page. And now, as you can see, there are a total of 9 trackers, 8 in the general category and 1 in contact center. After you add managed trackers from the managed trackers library or you create custom trackers, there are 2 ways to see them in action on the Symbl.ai platform. First way is to go to Playground and process conversation via the streaming conversation feature or the async conversation feature. The second way is to use the API Explorer, which we will talk about in a bit. Let's try out trackers using the async conversation feature. Here I'm going to process the sample customer support call and see which trackers get detected for this conversation. It will take around 10 seconds to process this audio, so let's wait. All right, so 10 seconds are over. And as you can see, Symbl has given this dashboard for all the insights that are generated from that sample audience. To see which trackers got detected for this conversation, go to the All Insights panel on the right and scroll down. You see that there are 3 instances of trackers detected from this conversation. Symbl.politeness got detected 2 times and Symbl.call purpose got detected 1 time. You can always click on a tracker card and see where that tracker got detected. So Symbl.politeness got detected for this message in the conversation. So that's how you test trackers using Playground. Now let's see how you can test trackers using the API Explorer. From the API Explorer, click on the trackers card, and you'll see there are 5 steps to testing trackers using the API Explorer. First step is to view trackers, which is all the trackers that are available in your account. As we know, there are 9 of them available currently in this account. You click on next and you'll get to the authentication step. Just run request to authenticate. Next step is to process the conversation. I'm going to use the same customer support call to see what the API response looks like for this conversation. As soon as you process a conversation using async API, Symbl generates a conversation ID and job ID for you. You can use the job ID to check status of the job. So job status is complete, and we can move ahead to generate intelligence for this conversation. Let's see which trackers get detected for this conversation. We already know the answer to it, but let's see how it looks like in the API JSON response. As you can see, Symbl.call purpose is detected for 1 message, as we saw on the playground. And Symbl.politeness. Symbl.politeness gets detected for two messages, so two instances in the conversation. And that completes the flow for API Explorer.